good. We good there. We are good on Facebook. And let's get the IG going. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get it going. Boom. All right. Let's run it back from the top here. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Monday evening. Knicksmas Eve post-game live presented by DraftKings, CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson on the ones and twos. The Knicks back at the world's most famous arena after a two-game road trip last week, taking on the former Broadway Barrett and the Toronto Raptors. And hey, this one was easy peasy, man. Turned into a bum night as we expected, with the Knicks really just handling business, man. This one was led by the dog, OG Anunoby. Starts the game off going 11 for 11 from the field and really just coasting to an easy 31-point night. Karl Anthony Towns chipping in with a 31-10 double-double. And that was that, man. Knicks had no problems handling the Toronto Raptor team, man, and would go on to win 139-125. So let's talk about it, man. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord, man. Let's go. Merry Knicksmas to the family. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, man. KFTV post-game live. Let's do it, man. Jeff, how you feeling, man?
Yo, I'm feeling good, brother. I'm feeling good. 14-4 in their last 18 games. They are finally serious people.
Yeah.
That's what this is the type of performance that I wanted to see from this team. You handle the games that you need to handle. You don't play down to the level of your opponent. You drive your opponent to hell, right, where they should be. And they've been doing that for the last few games.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a lot, but right now I'm feeling good. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat, and it just looks like they are gelling at the right moment. And I feel it's crazy. They still have ways to go to get better. So for right now, I think Knicks fans should be pleased because they're rounding into good form.
Yeah, no question about it, man. You know, not playing with their food, as sometimes they have a tendency to do. So yeah, just a good way to just go out there and handle business. I didn't think that the Toronto Raptor team could hang with this Knicks squad, not defensively, not offensively. You know, despite having RJ, who's been having a good season, and even a Scotty Barnes, this Knicks team is just on a you know, their chemistry is just off the charts right now, offensively and defensively. And so as long as they brought their A game, they would have had no problem with this game tonight, and they turned it into a bum night. But how about the dog, man? 11 for 11 he starts the game off with, and 31 points for OG Anunoby, man. Defensively, offensively, he was there as advertised. What do you think about OG tonight, man?
Didn't miss a shot until the third quarter, and then came back and made the next shot. I know he's been in a slump, a minor slump over the last few games, averaging 32% from three, little under 16 points. But he's showing you once again why, if he is consistent and has this level of play on the offensive end, he's one of the best two-way players in the sport. I think he's one of the best two-way players in the sport already. But when he starts dropping 31 points, when he's consistent, I think he was like 4 of 6 from downtown. Mm-hmm. When he's putting up these numbers, the possibilities are endless for the Knicks offense. This is a dude, CP, before the start of the season, was supposed to be the fourth option. Really, or 3B to Mikal. He stepped up to be the clear number 3 and at some nights number 2 option early on the season. And now he's starting to get his offense back rounded into form. They showed a graphic because even more than anything, we got to remember while the offense has been better than not, and he had a little slump, the defense has still remained. They put up a graphic on MSG that shows that he's averaging the second highest steals of his career, career high in blocks, 1.1 blocks per game. He's third in the NBA in deflections. And in December, he has the lowest percentage against him as the opposing defender for teams at 37%. Players who face him are shooting almost below league average. And this is a minimum 150 defended field goals. So this is showing you that he's all but reclaimed whatever defensive player of the year, all NBA defensive form that you thought that he had, or it may have been a question. He's answering it this season. And this is a dude who's in line for defensive player of the year. He's fringe all-star candidate, depending on how the standings shake out. This might just be a Boston, Cleveland, Knicks all-star representation from the East. You have a lot of good platforms to stand on with him for like what he could be and how he can be celebrated. But I just think he makes the Knicks the most dangerous team, one of the most dangerous teams in basketball.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, you know, certainly his defense, and especially on RJ, because in the first matchup between these two teams, RJ kind of got the best of him and the rest of the Knicks. And so I thought he did a good job overall of slowing RJ down. Now, RJ was coming back off of an illness. He had missed the previous 2 games, so he was kind of bringing him back. The Raptors coach was kind of bringing him in slowly, but overall, I thought OG's defense was really good. He was obviously in the passing lanes. His help defense was good as well. 4 assists, 7 rebounds. You know, you want to see him like above that 6 and above rebounding rate to kind of help this Knicks team collectively. But, you know, active hands out there. And then offensively, man, like, I don't know what was the most impressive thing. The 4 for 6 from 3, kind of breaking out of his shooting slump. You also saw what I love the way that in the way that they use OG. What we've seen all year is his ability in transition. You know, he gets down court fast. He's usually the first one down there on a rebound. And typically, if it's a guard on the opposing team that's chucking up that 3, it's that guard that's the first line of defense on the defensive end. And OG Anunoby's running down there. He's getting the seal on that guard and getting easy points. So you saw a lot of that in transition tonight, but you saw him attacking the basket. You saw some mid-range. You literally saw, like, every stretch of the court, OG Anunoby made his presence felt. It was a dominant game by him tonight, man.
He's a bully. He's a bully. He's bringing bully ball back to the Garden. If you are 6'6" or shorter, he's posting you up. Yeah. And he just shows the tremendous basketball IQ that he has. He's always cutting, always moving. He's getting in the position that the offense needs him to get into. He sees when there's a mismatch and he automatically attacks. He doesn't even hunt them. Like, you know, they were deliberate about hunting mismatches at the beginning of the year. Now they come naturally to him. Something that's underrated about his game today. The Knicks had 18 second chance points. OG had 9 of them. 9 of them off the second chance. So if they're grabbing the offensive boards, it's usually OG. Half of the time, OG was the one cashing out, whether it was a 3-point shot, whether it was a dunk. He's dunking in the lane and he's screaming. Like, he's showing emotion. Like, he's evolving before our eyes with every single game. Now, I just need him to get a little bit more consistent. Shout out to my guy, Benji, who had said that OG was shooting 32% from the corners, where he's like a career over 40%. And he said before the game, he feels like that's going to pick up. And sure enough, he's hitting these 3-point shots again. So this goes into CP overall about the Knicks offense. And I tweeted this out, and I still cannot believe I'm able to say this. In my lifetime, as a Knicks fan, I never thought I'd be able to say that the Knicks have the most dynamic offense in the NBA. Yeah. You can give me your Celtics, you can give me your Cavs, you can give me your Grizzlies, whoever you want. The Knicks have the most dynamic offense in the NBA. They can beat you at your game and demolish you with their game. This is a team, if I told you that the Knicks had 9 more fast break points than the Raptors, who were running the whole night, You would have thought I was bugging.
Yeah.
They had 9 more fast break points. They beat them on the boards by 1, but yet had 18 second chance points. They forced 2 more turnovers and had 7 less points off turnovers, but yet they beat this team. They beat this team by 30.
Yeah.
They completely let go of the rope. The starters let the bench down. They couldn't get some garbage time minutes. But this just shows you when they wanted to turn it on, they can in all facets, all 3 levels of the court. For all this talk about NBA teams all look the same, watch the New York Knicks. They do not just sit out there and shoot threes. They don't just hunt mismatches. They do it all. Our New York Knicks can do it all on offense. This is something that's tremendous, and Knicks fans should bask in this right now because this isn't normal. This is not normal for this team. In the recent history of this franchise, this is not normal. You should bask in this, enjoy it. Don't let people try to diminish your joy because they're beating the teams that are on their schedule. Take a look at some of the other schedules floating around. It isn't just these stretches. Every team has easy, quote unquote, stretches. And with the parity, there is no real ease. So enjoy it. You got a team that is enjoyable to watch and whose ceiling raises with every game.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
Yeah, no question about it, man. They are certainly taking form, and the dog was on it tonight. Good to see him break out of that slump. We've been hoping for the games where both him and Mikal Bridges are beasting at the same time, and he kind of set the tone, and then Mikal Bridges kind of picked it up in the second half. So you had 51 points between Wingstop, and then defensively they were locked in. So that was a great night for them. And then Karl Anthony Towns, 31 points, walked his way into 31 points, 10 rebounds, an easy night for the big bodega. Tapped in with 7 assists. He's been averaging 5. We talked about this on Knicks Weekly last night. He's been averaging about 5 assists per game in his last 5. So he taps in with 7 assists. He's whipping the ball around like Magic Johnson. 11 of 15, not even breaking a sweat. And this was an easy one, man. On my picks earlier in this game. We'll talk about it later on. I just felt like his number higher than 24.5 points was an easy one to go to. Like, this Raptors team just had no deterrence for him. Jakob Poeltl certainly didn't play, and he was their best chance. And even still, Karl Anthony Towns with 24 on him in their first matchup. So this was an easy one, but it kind of came like in the second quarter and beyond, because in the first quarter, he didn't really have it going. He wasn't really taking many shots. And then he just poured it on with the rebounds, with the second chance opportunities. And, we're kind of seeing the dynamic now where you don't need both him and Brunson to have great nights because the supporting cast is chipping in. So Saturday night, it was Jalen's night. Tonight, it was Karl and OG's night.
He passed Pat Ewing for 18 consecutive double-doubles. If you looked up and you saw that he had 31 and 10, you probably wouldn't have realized that he had 31 and 10. This is the part of the Karl Towns experience that we're experiencing right now, where he drops mind-boggling stats and it doesn't feel like that. I went to Knicks OKC Christmas Day a few years back when Russ and KD were on the Thunder. And I remember in the third quarter, I just looked up at the big screen and I saw that Russ had a triple-double in the third quarter already. And I threw my hands up because I was like, yo, it don't even feel like he's already scored a triple-double. It's like effortless. He's helping people clean. He's helping the ball boys or whatnot clean on the sideline, showing them the proper technique to wipe the floor. And he just had an effortless triple-double. This is how I feel like watching Karl play basketball. Like, he fouled out with like almost 7 minutes left in the game. I was like, bro, I know. I was like, yo, wifey, y'all got dinner plans before the holidays?
That was one of the best foul outs we ever seen. I was at MSG. We gave a standing ovation. Like, all right, Karl, you did the damn thing tonight, man. Go foul out.
Tim ain't gonna take you out, fam. Just foul out.
Yeah, just foul out. Go get your rest, man. Yeah, it was one of those good foul outs for real.
Oh man, this guy. And that was a 31 points where I felt like he could have got 50 tonight. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that as a Monday morning quarterback. There was nobody on that team that could guard him. They had the brother Mobo. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they had him guarding, and he was frustrating him. That like the Raptors were playing hard. That's the other thing. teams aren't rolling over for the Knicks. They're giving the Knicks their best shot. This is every other team's bowl game right now. When they see the Knicks on the schedule, shout out to my guy Sean with a W. That's his catchphrase. They get the bowl. This is their bowl game. So when they see the Knicks on the schedule, they wake up. And Carl, I feel like if he would have went into the post a little bit more, like if he really wanted to go get it, he could have went and got it. Yeah. He's showing a lot of restraint, which is something I could appreciate in his game. And I saw him trying to spam them assists too. There was that play with Precious where he kept giving the ball to Precious, and Precious kept missing. And he's like, "Yo, fam, I just want one more assist.
Help me out.
You
man.
are going to get this assist. You go score."
Yeah.
And so he's just a level of unselfish that I think we're not used to from that big man position in recent history. And he can tell I think that he can feel the game. He has a feel for the game that's been underrated, where he knows, all right, if my team needs this, I'm gonna give them that. If I need to start scoring, I can start cooking up. If I need to facilitate, I can do that. So that's something that I appreciate about his game. On the long list of underappreciated things that I did not know about his game or wasn't aware of until he became a Knick.
Top 7 dimes, man. He's just playing outstanding basketball.
He could have had a triple double. There was a few that he threw that folks missed. There's at least 3 or 4. Like if for y'all advanced stat nerds, if you check his potential assist, whatever that is, I think that's the stat. Yeah, it's probably for this single game is probably high as hell.
Yeah. True indeed, man. So 11 of 15 from the field. So between him and OG Anunoby, they go 24 of 30. I mean, the entire squad shot efficiently, maybe outside of Jalen. 51 of 86. They shoot 59% from the field, 45 from 3. So that just shows you the type of night where everybody's shot was falling.
And they took 37 threes. CP, like it wasn't even like they was firing like that.
Exactly.
They were picking their spots.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Who are these? This is the multiversal Knicks. This is the someone else's Earth's Knicks are playing us right now, and I love it. I love it.
It's just different for this team, man, offensively. So you get 62 between Towns and OG. Cal Bridges look great, and then off the bench, how about the campaign show? I mean, 19 points for Cam, 7 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown. I mean, watching it in person, you love his confidence. He's all over the court. He's swagged out. Every time he's pulling up, I'm like, yo, just pull up, Cam. Why not? You know, we've come such a long way with the campaign experience from, public enemy number 1 when he's on the opposing team. This guy's so annoying, to when he's out there running the bench unit, you're like, yo, Cam, pull up. We here for it.
Exactly.
It's a great job by him tonight, man.
He's on the all NBA first. I hate him if he plays against us. I love him if he plays for my team squad.
Yeah.
This
100%.
Dude pulled up from like 30 feet on a 2-for-1 and cashed it. And I said, it's a long night for the Raptors. It's either going to be a long night for the Raptors or a long night for the Knicks, because that man comes out firing. And what I appreciated about him, he has an untirable energy about him. Yeah. He enters the game and he's turning up. There's no wait. There's no I'm gonna ease in. It's 0 to 100 in less than a second. Yeah. And he just injects the squad with energy, and I think he's the type of guy I like on this squad, because he has the infectious energy and he's a great change of pace player. So whatever's happened pre-Payne is going to completely change post-campaign once he checks into the game. That game, shout out to James Edwards, the third. He said it, and I agreed. The game changed when campaign got into it. Yeah. Once campaign checked in, that's when I think he checked in a little bit towards the end of the first. Yep. Then in the second, he was part of the squad that contributed to that 35-17 second quarter run that had the Knicks up by 18. And then it was just, the game was really out of sight at that moment. The third quarter was just OG making his all-star case. Yeah. That's really what it was. And the amount of effortlessness they were playing on offense, it's incredible, man. These parts fit. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, but when you add up the sum of the parts, it's pretty astronomical too. Like it's really incredible what they've put together and how we're seeing it come together and galvanize as a group. And once again, this isn't even their final form.
That's true. They're just getting started, man. And so Payne spearheading the bench unit with 19 points. The bench overall with 39 points scoring. You know, you got Shaman, you had Kolek coming in to the crowd's delight. And Deucin Pride adds in 12. Precious 5 points. So all in all, a good night for the Knicks, man. 139 they put up on the Toronto Raptors, man. CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson on the ones and twos. Call us up with your takes, man. 657-383-1509. Or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. We are going to pull some people into the Discord right now, man. So you guys make sure you're ready. We see STG Nick. We see Yuri on the Discord. So make sure you guys are ready to go. Salute to Antoine Lombardo. Team hashtag new announces himself on the YouTube side. Shout out to Antoine. On the Facebook side, we got bro Mike holding it down. He says the Knicks look good, but they got to keep playing like this against teams with the winning percentage. Yeah, sure. I mean, look, I think, we pointed to me and Sean. I Hate Sean last night on Knicks Weekly. This is, to me, one of 6 games where the Knicks have no excuse but to go 6-0. You know, you got this team. Now, look, San Antonio won't be a sleeper on Christmas. We'll talk about that. We can get into that a little bit later in terms of game preview. They won't be a rollover, but after that, you got Orlando, who pushed the Celtics to the brink. Did they beat the Celtics today? I can't really talk because I think they did. We got a short-handed Orlando team. That did beat the Celtics tonight. I think the Knicks should still handle business. Then you got 2 back-to-back against the Wizards on the road, and then you got the Utah Jazz. I think the way this Knicks team is playing, they should go 6-0, man.
They should.
Yeah.
If they're serious, they should. Or it's going to take something that's transformative. Like, I don't count. They should beat the Spurs, but the Spurs, like a lot of teams in this league, have been playing above their weight class. Yeah. So you can't sleep on anybody. That's the main idea, y'all. Y'all can't sleep on any of these teams. I watched the Pistons look like 2004 Pistons against the Knicks on a random Saturday night. And let's keep it real. We're getting to the holiday season. We're getting to the end of the holidays. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time in a while where the Knicks are going to be home for the New Year's Eve. So I think they play on the 30th. If I'm not mistaken,
they play on the 1st.
They play on the 30th.
Yes, they play the Wizards. They play 28th and the 30th. So they play Saturday and Monday in Washington. Should be able to get wins on both those nights.
Right.
And then and then they
January
come back
1st. They're in they're at home. Right?
They're home on New Year's Day.
Yeah,
January
New Year's
1st.
Day they're at home. So I remember the last few years they were traveling on New Year's Eve, because I guess the trade-off is y'all home most of the time for Christmas, so we got to send you out.
Yeah.
But that they send them to Washington, which is a quick trip back home for to New York for New Year's Eve, and then you're in your own bed or whatever and then able to play on New Year's Day and play against the Jazz, who that should be a win. That should be a win,
and we got to
especially
clap
at home.
back. We lost to that team.
Yeah, well, ain't no altitude in New York.
Yes,
it's cold as hell.
Right.
It's like 9 degrees, but there ain't no altitude. So I don't want to hear nothing, man. Y'all go get your lick back.
Right. That's right, man. The Hawk is out. So we should be able to rip off 6 straight. I got to see, did the Celtics play everybody? We got to look at that.
Tatum was out.
Oh, Tatum was out. Okay, wow. So Orlando got that W because Mo Wagner tore an ACL. So now he's joining the walking wounded.
Bro, the Magic do not die, bro. They are will not. They're Jason Voorhees, bro. Friday the 13th. Yeah. They will not stop, bro. So they're not pushovers. They have a system.
That's correct.
They have a system, and they run their system no matter who's in the game. Yeah. They're like a football team, low key.
I got to think my guy Cole Anthony beats it, but we'll take a look at the box score. On the Discord, STG Nick. Go ahead and unmute your mic. STG Nick, what's good, man?
What's up, CP? Great win. I was in the building as well tonight.
Yes,
Saw you were there. That's great.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
Pretty good. Good win. Wanted to shout out Payne. I thought he was excellent because it wasn't really Brunson's night. He was trying to get it going. Some were just going in and out. He didn't really have it. But he still found ways to impact winning, had some nice plays, but overall didn't have it. Payne in that second quarter, I think he scored 11 there, brought good energy. Cat, excellent. And one thing I wanted to mention about Cat that I've liked since the beginning of the season, how they've kind of used him a little more differently, is like early on, and especially like they were like, I feel like they were kind of forcing threes at certain points. Now, like the threes look a little more natural in a way. He does a lot of trail 3-pointers. Only took 3 tonight. He's shooting, I double checked it, 45.9% now in the season. They're not really forced. A lot of it now is kind of like back to the basket, and then when he gets the threes, he gets them. Nothing really feels forced there. And then there in the fourth quarter, I thought it was funny. You mentioned it a little bit there with Kolek. So the Knicks were up by like, it was like 20, and then Tibbs calls Kolek to come over to the scorers table, and then the starters like let go of the rope, and it gets down to 10, and Tibbs is like, "No, go back to the bench."
Yeah.
And then everyone starts booing.
Yo, and then Kolek got the crowd hype. I didn't know he was going to do that. Kolek on the way to the scorers table got the crowd hype right in front of Tibbs. I said, okay, Kolek coming off the G League Winter Showcase MVP. He was swagged out for a little bit, and the crowd was right behind him, man. It was a good moment.
It was.
Yeah, man, overall good win. Shout out to Nick, man. Happy holidays to you, man. Thanks for tapping in, bro. So I got STG Nick. Jeff, did you see the Kolek? How did the Kolek entrance play out on TV? Did you watch it on the TV?
Nah, it was hilarious. It felt like a sitcom because he got up, everybody's cheering, and then the Raptors go like on a quick 5-0 run. So they pan the camera back to Tibbs. And Tibbs gave Kolek the come over here, like come real quick, let me talk to you real quick. And you see him kind of like whisper to him, and then he goes, and walks, and that's when the whole crowd was like, nah, come on, and they start booing. I'm like, yo, your starters let the rope go. So Tibbs, it was still, to be fair, they cut it to like 12 at one point. Yeah. So he was like, all right, you see his PTSD started acting up. Tyler, not today. Then once it got to under 2 minutes, it was safe again. Yeah. So when he called Kolek back, all you see is Kolek motioning to the crowd. Like, it was crazy because I didn't know he did it because they didn't show it at first when he did it, but they showed the replay of him in the crowd, and Breen and Jamal Crawford were going crazy. Like, it was just hilarious. And Breen said, I hope it doesn't show up in the film. Like, I hope they don't play that in the film room or whatnot. But it was hilarious to see.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh man, Kolek showed the crowd. You know what I mean? Played to the crowd. That was cool. The crowd was totally behind him. And shout out to Kolek. Obviously came in garbage time in this game, but was able to get some rhythm and show himself in the G League Winter Showcase that the Knicks won. Both Tyler Kolek and T.J. Warren doing the damn thing, and Kolek going home with the MVP. So, look, right now, obviously he's buried in the guard rotation, but like I was talking to Sean last night on Knicks Weekly, it's an interesting dynamic in terms of how the Knicks are using the bench. Obviously, you can argue how Tibbs is distributing the minutes, but at least where the young guys are concerned, they're not really in a position of need. Whether it's Kolek, Dadier, they can kind of come along slowly and just develop and then be ready when the numbers call, whether it's later on this year or, obviously into next year and beyond. So
100%.
I think they're in a good position.
Shout out to Landry, too. Landry Shamet came in and hit his first shot.
Yeah.
They're going to need him.
Big time. And both those guys got big MSG ovations, so shout out to Landry Shamet. He looks like he's going to get into a groove, and we'll see how Tibbs doles out the minutes as the season progresses. Back to the Discord, our guy Yuri back in the building. Yuri, how you feeling, man?
Feeling great. We got a dub tonight, and
yes, sir.
We rolling up another one. This time I'm calling it the Raptors pack.
Let's go.
We got the dinosaurs. They're going there stinky. We smoking on that right
now. Let's go, man. Who are you more impressed with, the dog or the cat, man? Who were you more impressed with tonight?
I'm gonna not be biased. I'm gonna go both.
Okay.
Got my man Cat playing and1 basketball.
Yeah.
Like, my guy, you're doing no-look passes. You're making me jealous out here.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
My man strolling behind his back, going into Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, I wanted to really put my hands through the screen for not you have making that freaking bucket. Mm-hmm. But OG bailed him out with the bucket on the other pass. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
OG. Everyone was saying, he's in a slump or worried about him. I've said it time and time again. OG's a defensive person. Mm-hmm. That man gets 3 steals and 2 or 3 blocks. Yeah. I'm good. You did your job tonight. And you hit your 3-pointer. You good. You did your job tonight. Again. So
And he didn't
I think
he didn't really let RJ get the upper hand tonight. You know, RJ still had his 20-plus points, came later, more so in garbage time. But when the game was, within balance, I thought he really did a good job containing RJ tonight.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job creating RJ tonight. Now, I know a lot of Knicks fans are going to say, they got on a run. But this game was over by, what?
Yeah.
The third quarter.
Yeah, by halftime, really, man. By halftime, they're up by damn near 20. I didn't really see where, they were going to have any issues with this team.
Nah, not at all. Especially with the injuries that they got going on right now.
Yeah.
But this team, the Toronto team, they're going to be a threat next season once they're fully healthy. And I will very personally be glad watching the former Knicks, see how they do on the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise, man, and happy holidays to you. I'm always rooting for RJ, even tonight. I was happy to see him out there, waiting for Quickly to get out there. Yeah, man, those guys are my guys, so definitely hoping for the best for them. But tonight was a Nick night, man. 139 to 125, and OG Anunoby was a story. 31 points for the dog, 13 of 15, 4 of 6 from downtown. I'm trying to pull up the OG press conference here. We'll get to that. But in the meantime, let's get to the phones, man. Merry Knicksmas to everybody. 934, what's your name? Where are you calling in from? 934.
Hello?
Yo.
Hey.
How are you, man?
CP, what's up, man?
Good, man. Merry Knicksmas, man.
First time caller, long time Knicks fan.
Okay, where are you calling in from, man?
Been watching the Knicks for I'm from Long Island.
Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, Long Island.
Yeah,
man. I've been proud of my Knicks right now. OG's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy we went with the trade. The trade was the trade was just big for us. We're getting OG, and ever since then, I think I don't know what the record is, but the record is crazy since OG came on the team. But very impressed with my Knicks. This team is very versatile. With Cat, I didn't like Cat at the 5 at first, but now it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I just want to see when Mitch comes back, how Mitch is going to be when he comes back, and he's if he comes off the bench. But he's been hurt most of the time. But hopefully, hopefully he gets better and everything goes good for there. But yeah, I'm proud of my Knicks.
Okay.
Very good. CP, I'm a big fan, man. Been watching
Appreciate it, man.
From way back. So this is my first time calling. So
appreciate it, man. Call back anytime. I'm gonna just let him go. So his audio was kind of clipping a little bit. So I didn't want to keep him going, but definitely appreciate the time. And good points. Good points, man. Good to see this team in a rhythm. And with Towns, Jeff, he just seems like he's in a great place. I talked about that. I was on an interview earlier with my guys in ESPN Radio up in Albany, upstate New York. My guys Roger and Mike. I just said it, man.
Yeah.
He just seems like in a very good place mentally, man. He's playing fast. He's playing loose. No pressure. Or rather, there is pressure, but he's handling like a G, man. He looks great.
Yeah, he joined a team of like-minded individuals, like similar personalities, and an organization where he did not have to be the savior. He just had to be him. And I think that is the perfect situation for a dude like Cat.
Yeah.
And he's learned a lot throughout this time. And I heard my guy Bonmani Jones say this the other day, and I didn't even realize it, but it is kind of ill. Cat is like one of the first athletes that needed New York City to become a better player or to show out. Like he got the jersey and it wasn't heavy. It wasn't the heaviest jersey in the league. Right. Felt like light work for him.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, we know across teams in this city, there's a lot of excellent players who don't want to come here because they don't want the pressure. But he kind of needed that pressure.
Yeah.
He needed that spotlight to be able to prove himself. Who would have thought in 2024 the New York Knicks could rehabilitate reputations? The New York Knicks. And I think I told you this before, CP. The Knicks and Cat were made for each other because both the Knicks and Cat were two entities that were maligned more than what was actually reality. We already know what the LOL Knicks era was, what the Knicks for Clicks era was, where people would harp on all the negative things that were going on and over-exaggerate certain parts, no matter how much the organization brought it on itself or the play on the court. I think it's the same thing with Cat. You got a whole slew of Knicks fans that are watching him right now that are saying, yo, y'all lied to me. Y'all said he was trash. Y'all said he was soft. Y'all said he couldn't do this. You said he couldn't do that. Now y'all saying wait until the playoffs, but I watched him shut down Jokic. I watched him outplay Nikola Jokic on the grandest stage, and his whole team didn't play well in the Western Conference Finals, but for the first two series to get there to make history with the Timberwolves, he looked like him. So now that he's here, and yes, he is from people I know that cover him, they said this is two different cats. This is a bodega cat. Maybe he was a house cat in Minnesota. Maybe he was like a stray. Cat. But this is a bodega cat in New York. So he's evolved, he's matured, and he is going to come into his own. He's an MVP candidate. Yes, you could call it fringe, whatever. MVP is MVP. Knicks, between Cat and Brunson, you got two MVP top 10 players on your team. When was the last time? What, Clyde and Wilt? Yeah. When was the last time we could say that? For real. Sure. Like, for real. This is a time. What a time it is to be a Knicks fan. And the job ain't finished. Job ain't even start yet. But enjoy this team. Stop putting pressure on yourselves to worry about what next. Yeah. Enjoy the now. The future is today. Enjoy it.
True. Great points by you, man. And, you know, he joined the locker room with no egos. And he joined the locker room with no egos. He's fitting in. And another thing that I mentioned to those guys from Towns' own mouth, where he said, listen, I left Minnesota as a man. And so he's taken all of the things that he's gone through there, the trials, the tribulations, the ups and the downs, you know, lost his mom during the pandemic, all of that, the playoff highs, the playoff lows, and he's taking all of that and bringing it home, and, you know, he's just playing fast and free and looks absolutely fantastic. So the Knicks are certainly a better team for it. And our guy, the last caller, mentioned the Knicks record with OG. They went 20-3 with him last season in the regular season. This season right now, they're 19-10. So there you go.
Yeah. 39-13 with OG in the lineup.
39-13 with OG Anunoby in the regular season. So great trade.
And I dumbed out. I meant Willis Reed. I think I said Wilt. Yeah, I'm a New Yorker, and I got mad accents, bro. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like I be saying, y'all know what I meant. The captain and Clyde, bro. I apologize. Thank you, Chad. I was wilding. I know what I meant, but I know what I said. Sorry.
2,000 people on the check-in, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. CP Jeff Johnson in the building. Like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Eddie Cologne, Vincent Huang, who joined the Fanchise channel members. Vincent says, Merry Knicksmas, KFTV fam. Oh, just in time. We got a $100 super chat from Rocks NYK Hot Takes. Just shout out to the number one show for the fans by the fans. NYK's top 5 defense in the month of December. Schedule aside, we have to handle business and not sleep on teams. Get these next 4 and continue to put the league on notice. KFTV and NYK forever. Happy holidays, CP and Jeff, man. Salute to Rock Nation's Hot Takes. Thanks for the support, man. We definitely appreciate you. And Merry Knicksmas to you and your family. Happy holidays as well. Be safe, be healthy, and be blessed, man. All the best in the new year.
Drinks on rock, bro. Drinks on rock. Next time you out, drinks on rock, for real.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to him. And look, you know, these are the type of games where when you string together these wins, Knicks have now won, 3 in a row? They've now won about 3 in a row now.
3 in a row.
Yeah, so, you know, when you win with games like this and you're beating the teams that you're supposed to beat, that's how you end up with close to 50 some odd wins at when it's all said and done. And so for this Knicks team, it's just you just want to see them continue to get into a rhythm. Mikal Bridges, it seems like he's locked in. He's in a good place and finding his place within this hierarchy. Defensively is really where we want to see them come together. You're getting reinforcements off the bench. Payne is healthy and in a groove. Deuce is healthy and in a groove. Precious is getting there. Here comes Shamit. Mitch on the way. And now let's see, man. By February, March, let's see if this team is fully healthy and really coming together. That's when you want to be playing your best basketball. February, March, into April, and boom, playoff time. You ready to go, man.
CP, you know, I saw you after that NBA Cup quarterfinals. You seen the look in my eyes. I was heated.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I'm going to keep it real. I wasn't really trying to watch post games and stuff like that. I didn't get to tap into the post games. I think you tapped in later on. No, actually, yes. I did listen to a little bit of it. I'm lying. I lied in front of 2,000 people. I should be lying in front of 25,000 people. I should be lying in front of 400 likes. There should be 2,000 likes. Let's get it up. Let's run it up. But yo, after that dice roll on center court, I had to sit and listen to some fans try to explain away why these guys didn't do nothing after the game. I saw you after the game. Like that's a conversation that can't go on. It's a family show, right? But I said straight up, people ask me, what did I want them to do? I wanted them to do something, anything to stop that, because I started questioning their heart. I started questioning their mental and their toughness, because I don't care how many friends you got in this league. My friends wouldn't try to show me up like that. You got an issue with these cornballs that chant your name even when you're not here. Direct it at them. The minute you disrespect a logo, you're disrespecting anybody associated with the Knicks. And that includes the players. The same guys that I see will talk cash, you know what, to while they're scoring, while they're in the game, they roast each other, but yet somebody violates your court and you don't do nothing. And then I gotta hear fans try to explain that away. I said, you know what? Y'all tell me who y'all are. Yeah, I want to see whether or not there's some pride involved in the New York that you wear on your chest. I don't care if you're from Washington. I don't care if you're from Jersey. I don't care if you're from Philly or Chicago or New Orleans. Show me that you know what it means to rep New York on your chest. I need to know if y'all were going to look in the mirror and y'all going to say we're going to come out with some pride. They did it in Orlando. They did it in New Orleans. They did it tonight. So I want to see this energy remain the same. And in Minnesota. So, 4 in a row. They've won 4 in a row. So they've showed that grit. They tapped into last year's grittiness. And you don't got to be a fake tough guy. You don't got to be something you're not. But you can command respect without having to fight. You can command respect without having to be aggressive. You just have to command it. And I think they're starting to command it. They know they can win a game. They can wake up and score 1,000 points. But you have not earned the right to try to turn it on whenever you want. And that's the type of mentality that I wanted this team to emulate. Last year's mentality with this year's offense. Last year's mentality with this year's offense is a scary sight for the league, and I hope this continues because this is all I wanted. So a team that's going to fight and fight with some pride. So now that they've shown it, I'm good to go. But a lot of y'all was disappointing me with that discourse, man. I was like, bro, I don't know if it's generational. I don't know if it's cultural, but it's like they like, what do you want them to do? You want them to shoot him? They get to do whatever they want. If he can roll dice, he can play blackjack, whatever. I was like, what are we doing here?
Can't make it up, man.
Not this fan base. What are we doing?
Well, you know what? It was at least it was great to see them respond. You know, that's what you wanted to see. Like, it was disappointing to see it in real time, but it was good to see them respond. So, in the end, hey, look, 4-game winning streak, can't complain there. And they're looking pretty damn good.
I got nothing to say anymore. I had a lot to say 4 games ago. I don't got nothing to say now. And I love that.
I love that, man. At all. Okay. Oh, wait a second here. Wait a second, Jeff. Man, we got super chats coming in here. The family is tapping in. It is Knicksmas at the end of the day. Hang on, man. We got to get the super chats up on the Jumbotron, man. We got to get it up on the Summer Jam screen, if you will. Hang on. We got to give these super chats the proper respect CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson on the ones and twos. We in here, and the family's in here, and they are showing a lot of support, man. Because shout out to, let me get this one up here, our guy John Shin, man. Shout out to John Shin, big time KFTV family, man. And he says a $200 super chat from my guy John Shin. Says can't do as much with an upcoming family. Shout out to John, but love you guys, man. He says thank you for the live shows and uploads to listen to while commuting, while missing the game. Thank you to the OG KFTV members and all the new heads. Merry Knicksmas and happy, he said Christmas, but I'll say Knicksmas and happy holidays. TM, keep crushing. And give me tomatoes. Yeah, so,
hey, that man hit $200. Y'all better fill that chat with some damn tomatoes.
Yeah.
Y'all better fill that chat with some. Yo, he said, I couldn't give enough because of the holidays. $200 ain't enough. Big money.
Shout out to John,
I hate to see you. Come back to the show after the holidays because I need to see what type of time you on. You drinks on rock. The table, we get the table in the section with John, bro.
Shout out to John. I was wondering too, man. I was like, yo, man, God, John, shit, as he hasn't called in, but as he said, he's on his family time, man. And as you know, and I know, man, hey, when you got to get on the family grind, you got to get on it. So
exactly,
it is what it is. Shout out to John doing the damn thing.
Man. Salute.
Yeah, that's love, man. And speaking of love, a $100 super chat has come in from the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. That's our guy, KFTV fan through and through. He says, we're throwing into the end zone. Salute CP and Jeff. It's real basketball now, man. Some teams look like they're tanking now. Minnesota spiraling. Yeah, man, they turning on Randall. You know, you hate to see it, man. They turning on
nasty.
Julius, man. It's nasty.
It's nasty out there.
Yeah.
It's nasty out there.
It's nasty out there, man. And Chuck says, hey, man, listen to CK2K on the play-by-play. Shout out to CK on the long drive. Says, thank you, KFTV. Better than these confusing NBA packages. Absolutely, man. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D, and everybody out there showing love to KFTV tonight on this Knicksmas Eve. We appreciate y'all, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Salute to John, man. Salute to OG Chuck D, man. We definitely appreciate the love and support. And this is just what we do, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. And we just keep it rocking. 2,000 people on the check-in. Like I said, man, like, share, and subscribe. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. So make sure that you guys are like, share, and subscribe. Hey, throw it in the group chat. You know, if you're in a group chat with some Knicks fans right now and they're not up on the KFTV wave, throw the link in the group chat. Be like, yo, man, I need you guys in here. Salute to everybody. And, yeah, that's just how it is, man. And salute to everybody we ran into at MSG tonight, man. It's always love when we go to MSG, you know, from the fans to the MSG employees. Everybody shows us a lot of love. So shout out to you guys. I definitely want to shout out my guys. Shout out to MSG E. MSG Kevin, congratulations to Kevin. He just graduated from Villanova, so he's onward and upward on his journey. Yeah, absolutely, man. So, you know, from the bathroom attendees, everybody shows KFTV love in there, and we definitely appreciate that. Okay? Make sure you guys are calling us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Whoa, hang on 1 second here. Hang on, the super chats are flowing in here, Jeff. We got another one, a $500 super chat from our guy, Jason Calcanis. J. Cal in the building, a.k.a. Mr. All-In Podcast, Mr. This Week in Startups Podcast. J. Cal showing love to the number one show for the fans, by the fans, man. He says, hey, Merry Knicksmas fam. There you go. Simple and plain from our guy, J. Cal, man. Shout out to J. Cal.
Nah.
Yeah, shout out to J. Cal.
We gotta turn it up tonight.
It's turned up. It's turned up right now, man.
We gotta turn it up tonight.
It's crazy. I'm trying to get my super chats here. Okay, here we go. I got the super chats. There we go. Yeah, it's turned up tonight. It's Knicksmas Eve, Jeff. You know, this is how it is, man. The family's showing love. And we definitely appreciate it, man. J. Cal's out there. Man. out
That's
there on the
support.
slopes.
That's a community.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a community. Everybody associated with KnicksFanTV, revel in it, be proud. Like that's love, man. Y'all are a fantastic community, bro. Like that. For all jokes aside, that's love.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we going out partying with y'all, big monies.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
going out partying with y'all for real. Cause I love to see it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm on a telethon right now, CP. I feel like I'm on a telethon.
Yeah, man. So shout out to J Cal for the love. We definitely appreciate it. This was I'm pulling up this other photo here. Hang on, I'm pulling it up here.
Someone said I'll give you 500 years because my pocket dry.
Hey, well, listen, man.
That's good too. That's good here too. All your currency is good.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It is all good. It's all appreciated, man, whether it's, the monetary donations. But like I said, man, if not, hey, like, share, subscribe. It's as easy as that, man. That's the baseline support that we ask for from Knicks Nation, man. Just like, share, subscribe when you guys come in. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there by the end of the season, man. It's an aggressive goal, but I'm pushing for it. And all we need you guys to do is...
You said 100K?
100K right now.
What was you remember your jump from 23 to 24? You jumped that same distance, right? Like I think y'all went like 10, 15K.
about that, man. I got to check how much we grew from 23 to 24. But yeah.
That's doable.
Yeah.
If the community is dropping 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, the shares are gonna happen.
Yeah,
the shares are gonna happen. We making magic here today.
Yeah,
this is what it is.
Just share it up, and I'm pulling up the photo. This is J Cal from his home theater tapping in with the #1 show for the fans. By the way, he's got KFTV on the big screen, and hey, when you guys are watching KFTV postgame live, tag us on social media, tag us on Instagram, and we'll definitely shout you guys out. We'll repost when you guys go to the game, especially our KFTV Road Warriors. Tag us, man. Tag us when you're out there on the road supporting the orange and blue, and we make sure that we'll share your content with the community to make sure everybody is seeing what's what and knowing what's what, man. So we definitely appreciate all of the love, man. It's overwhelming, but we appreciate it. Okay, let's get to the key stats of the night here, Jeff. 139 to 125. The Knicks beat the Raptors. The key stats of the night brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. And, hey, man, what a good shooting night from the office for the Knicks. 59% from the field. They were shooting 60% from the field basically the entire night. 45 from three. Even the 69% from the free throw line really didn't matter because they were shooting the ball so damn well. Won the rebounding battle against the Raptors 35 to 30. Assist battle 34 to 28, no problems there. Obviously, the ball movement was good, and everybody was executing efficiently. Fast break points, the Knicks won that 29 to 20. Points in the paint, 62 to 48, no problems there. And the largest lead of the night for the Knicks, 33 to 2 for the Raptors, man. What was the stat there that jumped out at you in this game?
Man, there's so many. I feel like I think that the fact that first of all, the bench scored 40 points because I be feeling like they don't be scoring a lot, but that just shows what Payne and Deuce and them boys was doing. Let's see. What is some 9 steals? 9 steals. Wing stop, the locks, whatever you calling them.
Yeah.
Like they're doing their thing. They're starting to turn up. They're starting to turn up on the defensive end. That's something that I like. Like I told you before, 45% only taking 37 threes, 49 twos, 37 threes. So they have a great shot diet. A lot of those shots are at the rim too. So if you are an efficiency connoisseur, they're really doing their thing there as well. 132.4 offensive rating on the night. Like what are we even talking about? What are we even talking about here? Like this is absurd. We're getting absurd. Here's a underrated stat. In a 48-minute game, they led for 39 minutes.
Simple. You
just want to be on the winning end of that because those type of stats and you lose, it's hard to stomach. Here's something else they said on the broadcast, CP. This is the first time since 1988 that the Knicks have scored 40 points in multiple quarters. That's just nuts. They're just At this point, they're trying to get to new game plus before they've even won the game. The back-to-back, second quarter, third quarter, 41-20, 40-24, 41-30 over the Raptors. Like, and I don't even think, like, all of this, all the numbers be damned, I felt like they left a lot of food on the table.
Yeah, right.
It's ridiculous.
Man.
I know greed is a 7 deadly sin, but I'm just going to have to be a sinner, bro. I'm just going to have to be a sinner. Mark me, whatever mark you got to mark me with, but I want more. Greed is a virtue to me right now. I want to see them dominate, because I know they're going to need it.
Yeah.
They're going to need every single point, and they're going to need to build up these experience points. So whatever food you're leaving on the table, that's what I want you to work on for the next game.
True indeed, man. True indeed. So those are the key stats of the night, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, man. The crown is yours. Shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring this show. And as we've seen over this past few weeks and the next week ahead, there's a lot of sports going on right now. A lot to get in on the action from. You got the college football playoff. You have basketball. Football is starting to take shape with their playoffs, and pro hockey as well. So almost 24/7, you have sports that you can get in on. And for you guys at home, for you new customers, here's a gift. Bet $5 and win that bet, and you will get $200 in bonus bets with DraftKings using our code KFTV, man. Shout out to DraftKings. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, that's call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Remember to play responsibly. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. This is void in Ontario. So my Canadian friends, if you guys are watching your Raptors on postgame tonight, you got to come over the border to jump in on the DraftKings action. And your bet must win to receive the reward. And also remember that bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. So for additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Okay, CBA Fanchise, Jeff Johnson in the building. Let's take some more calls, and then we'll get to some sound bites from tonight's win. Okay, 717 on the phones. What's your name? Where you calling in from? 717. Okay.
Yo.
Peace
and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings.
What's good? What's good, man? What's your name? Where you calling it from?
The one and only Ice Handsome.
Okay.
Take a good look at a good look. We back, Brooklyn. All
right. Yo, my man, you can't come with your intro like that and then be quiet after that with radio silence. Let's get to it, man. Rapid fire, let's go.
He was waiting for the applause. He was waiting for the. Hold on, I got you. That's what you was waiting for. You was waiting for the applause.
My man announced himself, and it was crickets. Let's go.
Fact, I had to wait for your response, CP. You know what I mean? But oh man, that was amazing. We back at it. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a long time listener.
Okay.
Since we had your man. Oh man, Knox just coming in and all that.
Oh, all right, yeah, we go way back.
Crazy.
For sure.
Yeah, now we back. Turned around. This thing looking real lit now.
Let's go.
And, oh man. That was real nasty work how we did them too. That was the whole 30 pack where we really smoked. Once you hit that 30 pack and all that, you know what I mean, in 2K, the game goes off.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh yeah.
Now,
yeah, okay.
And I ain't gonna hold you the way OG coming waving. We gonna have a few more. I believe we're gonna have more than 2 All-Stars on this wave right here. This year.
Okay.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Yeah, I'm jumping out the window.
All right.
Not the window. We going out the plane on this one. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, salute. Peace and blessings. Yo, keep up the best work.
Let's go.
I mean, y'all been doing it for years, man. Even the downtown's keeping it up. Know what I mean? Hey, yo, and we've been actually overachieving. No, we've been actually like since the overachievement. We've been underestimated a whole lot.
See, we got some secrets in there. We got some gems in this squad.
Let's go.
Our players, star players, is really shining bright. Yeah, I talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got Jacob Toppin in there today. Oh man, Bushwick stand up. That's the hometown right there. I'm from Bushwick. You heard? I mean, born and raised. Well, born in Bed-Stuy, but raised in Bushwick.
Okay.
So I'm up this road from Obi Toppin and Jacob and them. Yeah,
All right.
I talking about that's a family. Now, I mean, I had Todd Gibson up in here when he was with us. Now, I mean, listening to the show and all that too. Like,
Shout out to
it's been
Taj.
late.
That's
We've been
our
here
guy.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. We outside. Now we in the building turning it up.
Let's go.
Early.
Let's go, man. Merry Nicksmas to you, man. Call back anytime, man.
Merry Nicksmas, Nicholas.
Oh my God.
All right, man.
What are we doing?
I don't know how to follow that up.
Nah, you know what? Yo, that's a five. That's a five.
That's a five.
I'm sorry. That's a five. By default,
That's a
it's
five.
Christmas, bro. It's Christmas. That's a Christmas five.
Bro.
That's a Christmas.
That's a Christmas vibe.
Yo,
you know?
someone said that's Steve J Boogie, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean Boy. He had me rolling with that one. He had me rolling with that one, man. Salute to that man. You know,
Oh man,
he's in the Christmas spirit, man. He's in the Christmas
no
spirit at
more
KFTV.
Coquito where that man is at right now. Bro.
None.
It's good,
Nah.
dog.
That's it. That's it, man.
Shoot.
Shout out to that man. Call back anytime, man. You know?
Please call back every time.
Yeah, call back every time. Call back every time. My man is in the Christmas spirit, in the Knicksmas spirit.
Yo, my man waited for the applause like he just entered the sitcom like the guest star. You know, when they open the door, they be like, yeah, so what? And they step back. He waited for the applause.
My man said it's me. Ice
Y'all
Handsome.
gotta tell me. Y'all gotta tell me if y'all ever saw that before. I don't think I've been watching KFTV since pre-pandemic, bro. I don't know.
Hey, man, the callers is what makes this show special, man. Shout
100%.
Shout out to him, man.
That was elite. Fast Mob, that's a five. That's a five for me. That's a five for me, dog.
That's an easy five in the chat. So shout out to him, man. Hey, everybody's in the Knicksmas spirit. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson in the building. Let me get to some more super chats in here. Shout out to Ari from Taiwan, man. Our guy, he never misses a show. Taps in from Taiwan every show. He says OG is he drops a $300 Taiwanese super chat. Says OG is a star on the tree. Cat is the tree. Brunson is Christmas. Salute KFTV. Bars.
That's dope. It's 1 p.m. where he at. He only living. You get AM Knicks. Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at that.
Afternoon Knicks. You know, we're tapping in on his lunchtime, man. Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Dropping bars. Vandal on the boards, Fanchise channel member, says, much love from DC. Any other KFTV fam in DC, let's get together for one of those Wizards games. Yeah, Knicks play the Wizards on the 28th and the 30th. So if anybody wants to get together with the DC family, man, let us know. And, hey, maybe we'll put something together, man. Maybe we'll jump down the Turnpike, maybe jump on the Amtrak, the Iron Horse, get down to DC and watch the Knicks. Anybody that is in DC, man, hit up the park on 14th. Ask for my guy Primo. Tell him the Fanchise sent you, man. Shout out to Primo out there running things down there in DC.
Tell Josh Hart he needed to do something down there.
True.
They down there for 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
I know it's Maryland, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? Make something shake, J Hart.
That's right. That's Josh Hart territory. Kevin Lofton, welcome to the Fanchise channel members. Shout out to D Booze, $5 super chat says, shout out to the Fanchise and Jeff. Shout out to Bodega Cat and them cats. Let's chat post All-Star. Shout out to New York. Yeah, let's go. Last caller, Jeff said he thinks we should get 3 All-Stars. I don't think they'll get 3 just based on where they are in the standings. Usually that's for, like, the first-place team that's running away with things. Cleveland will have their 2, maybe 3, who knows. Celtics will make a case for multiple All-Stars. And the
So
Knicks,
you want to run through it real quick? Like not like just from the East.
Yeah.
So what? Tatum and Brown, we already know.
Yeah.
Let's say Brunson and Cat.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell. See, their team is funny because they almost run into the same thing that the Celtics do, where there isn't really a standout. Like everybody's cooking. But Donovan Mitchell, because, you know, he's the head of the snake, he's the best player. So you say Donovan Mitchell and whoever else they want to give another Cav to because they're clear cut away. So that's 6. So you got, what, 6 more spots?
Yeah.
Paolo's hurt. Franz Wagner's hurt.
True. Embiid.
Trae Young might get there this year, like depending on where the Hawks are, just because, like, you know, he is having a good season.
Yeah.
So I give it to what we say. That's 6. Trae Young. Who else? Giannis, Dame.
Giannis and Dame.
Dame.
Yeah.
So we got 3 spots. Yeah, you're gonna have to be. What we got? You think anybody from the Pacers gets in now?
I don't think. I mean, is Halliburton that popular that he would get in despite not having a good year? I don't think so.
He's gonna have to get in from the coaches.
Yeah, right.
Low key, he's gonna have to get in from coaches. From the Heat, maybe I don't know about Jimmy.
Does Buckets
I don't know
get it?
about.
Well,
I know Hero has been playing ball.
was deserving.
Yeah, Hero might get that. And then after that, what? Bulls, Pistons, Nets. Yo, the Sixers might not get nobody.
Right. Doesn't I don't know. It's a lot of guards, man.
OG, listen, OG got to go on a tear. I ain't gonna hold y'all. OG got to go on a tear.
Yeah.
Like he has to play like tonight until voting ends. Like at least average. If he averages 20 and still does his defensive stuff, he has a fringe case. But right now, unless the Sixers get it together, which I don't know. You didn't see what happened with Embiid. I'll wait for the out-of-town scoreboard. You didn't see what happened with Embiid.
No, what happened?
He got kicked out the game.
Oh, wow.
He met the irresistible flopping force, met the immovable flopping object when he tried to flop on an offensive foul against Wemby, and then they called the offensive on him. Wemby flopped, he flopped. They called offensive on Wemby on Embiid. And Embiid went ballistic.
Wow.
I'm talking about ballistic, screaming on refs, had to be restrained. He looked like Batman getting sent to Arkham Asylum because you know he got the mask and whatnot. Yeah. Yo, dogs. I don't think. Hot take. If they're still in play-in, I do not think they get an All-Star, bro. I don't think they get an All-Star. That's a hot take.
I'm pulling out the footage
Barrett
right now.
McCain was making more of a case.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. He went down with the knee injury, unfortunately.
Cade. I see in the chat. Yes, thank you. Cade could make a case.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade's been cooking.
Yeah.
So there's 2 spots left. Yeah. Cade Cunningham. Thank y'all, chat. Thank you.
True.
Cade Cunningham for sure. For
sure,
Cade,
man.
so now we got 2 left. They might be reputation spots. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
Those might go to reputation spot. Like that's why OG has to be undeniable. He was the first run, but I don't know if he's gonna be undeniable now.
True indeed, man. Yeah, I'm showing the Embiid footage. So he had himself a little bit of a meltdown, and I think the Sixers still won that game, right? They still beat the Spurs there, right? I think they still beat them.
Bro, you might as well go to the out of town scoreboard.
Yeah.
We talking about
Let's see.
I don't mean to
Sixers won. Sixers won 111 and 106. Sixers won 111 and 106. So
the league is the upside down this year.
Yeah. There you go, man. Okay. All right, CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson in the building. The Knicks win 139 and 125. We are just recapping everything. And speaking of recap, let's hear from the dog, man, who met with Alan Hahn. They had themselves a nice little segment there. And, you know, good to see OG kind of flashing his personality out there for the fans. And, you know, MSG playing on the whole OG grabbing the mic situation. Here was OG with Alan Hahn after the game. Here we go.
Thank you, Mike. Well, OG, these have been so entertaining that we decided that we were going to get you your own mic. MSOG. So, with that in mind, and you can gladly take it from me, it is your mic, it has your name on it. With this game today, was there any added motivation for you because of the team you were playing against, your former team?
No, Give him the mic.
At the end, you can.
No. Take the mic.
I'm not.
Take the mic.
Now he learns. Now he's got it. All right. Well, any added motivation because this was your former team?
No, every game we try to come out and win, play hard, do the right things, and just build good habits.
Were you aware that you had made your first 11 straight shots? Because Jamal Crawford on the broadcast noted that it was the first time you smiled was when you missed your first shot.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Was there a reason why you smiled when you missed that shot?
No, I don't know. I just smiled. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was an accident, yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you two stats. You tell me which one is your favorite out of the two. One is that you made 11 for 11 to start this game. The other was coming into this game in December, you're holding opponents that you defend under 38% shooting. Which one is your favorite?
The second one. Yeah, definitely defense.
Why is that?
I mean, that's how you win games, you know? That's what it takes to win, so defense is very important.
Have we noticed in December that the team's defense overall has improved dramatically to one of the best in the NBA? Do you feel like with all the offensive success this team has had, the calling card for success for this team will be what happens on the defensive end?
Yeah, definitely it's defense. You know, it's getting better and better as the season goes on. We're just building good habits in practice and carrying it over to the court.
I cannot believe that you wouldn't let you made me hold the mic and we put your name on it. Do you at least appreciate the fact that this is what the people wanted and this is what they got?
No, thank you so much.
All right, OG, thank you very much. Mike, 31.
You know, shout out to OG, man, because, you know, first and foremost, you get to see more of the personality since he's been here. He's getting more and more comfortable. But I also think in him, like, not wanting to snatch the mic and play into it, he's still kind of keeping it humble and saying, like, yo, you know, like, nah, it's still the regular season. I'm just doing my job. So, like, he gave you a little bit, but didn't do too much. I like that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man. I know he's probably, like, with his teammates, his top 3 funniest guys in that locker room right now. And he's like that type of subtle funny. Like, yeah, I think everybody in their friend group has the quiet friend who's, like, hilarious,
right,
who don't say too much, but then what they do say is hilarious. I like it. And this once again goes back to the chemistry that this team has.
True.
A bunch of guys that are cool, that they're cool with each other, they like each other, they have similar personalities and enough differences that it keeps things interesting and it helps them to learn from each other and mesh with each other. A bunch of high IQ players too. Like even from that first game when they got smacked by the Celtics, you saw even without a lot of practice and Cat just getting there during media day and all of that, they knew how to move without the ball. They knew how to work within a functioning offense. And with every game, they get better and better. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it really is. And he talked about, you know, what he appreciated more, his offensive prowess or the defense, but it's the defense. And, you know, because he's kind of been in that offensive slump, you may overlook the fact that he's still doing his job, which is locking up. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things with OG where it's like he can afford to have those off nights offensively because, you know, defensively he's as consistent as they come, and it's going to be a tough night at the office for you no matter what. And he's been consistently doing that, especially in this Knicks 4-game winning streak.
Yeah. He's top 5 now in deflections. So he's just like, easy. With him and Mikal, it's terror. It's terror for the opposing guards. And when they're set up in a way where they can maximize their defensive skills by putting everybody in the best position, that's when their defense is elite. And I do got to shout out Jalen Brunson. Over this last 10-game stretch, that man has been working on defense more than I've seen him work in a Knicks uniform. He's moving his feet, not just drawing the charges, which help, but I saw Dyson Daniels try to, like, give him work. I saw Walker, I think that's the brother's name, on Toronto. Like these guys, the guys that are clearly taller than him, trying to body him and
Walter,
take him into the paint, take him off the dribble. All of these things. And over the last few games, I've seen these players. Jaden McDaniels was trying it, and he's getting into position and he's working. Like, if they score on him, whatever. But the fact that he's working in the offense, that effort goes a long way towards having a respectable defense. And that's all I ask as a fan and as an analyst. Show your effort, and we can see the highest heights this offense can go.
Yeah, no question about it, man. Well said by you. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Merry Knicksmas, as it is. It is after midnight here, so we are on Knicksmas Eve here on the number one show for the fans by the fans. CP the Fanchise, Jeff Johnson in the building. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. And alongside DraftKings, we want to shout out another one of our sponsors of tonight, and that is Skims, the official underwear partner of the NBA as well as KFTV, man. Shout out to the good people at Skims. Hey, man, if you guys are looking for last-minute holiday deals, holiday shopping, hey, get your man, get your lady, or for you ladies out there, get your man, your significant other, a pair of Skims, man. And Skims, it's not just very comfortable and great material underwear, but they have a number of men's active wear lines that you can choose from hoodies and sweatshirts, tees and tanks, pajamas, socks, things of that nature. But from Skims specifically, I rock with the boxer briefs, man. The boxer briefs are dope. Great material. They don't ride up on you, you know, like I'm typically a boxer guy, but, you know, with the Skims boxer briefs, they're really good material, breathable material, and that you could stay active with, whether that's working out, it's hooping, whatever it is. The Skims boxer briefs are really good. They have the 5-inch boxer brief. They got the 3-pack. Very stretchable material, so you're good to go. Comes in all different colors as well. But yeah, man, like I said, man, check out the Skims menswear line, or even the women's, whatever you're into, whatever you're interested in, or if you're looking for a gift for your significant other. And make sure you guys go to skims.com and make your purchase. Once you do, you're going to get a post-purchase survey from Skims, and they're going to ask you how you heard about them. Click on the podcast option, and then click on KnicksFanTV. So let the people at Skims know that the good people at KFTV sent you, man. CP the Fanchise and the good people at KFTV, man. So shout out to Skims. Okay. All right, here we go. Somebody in the chat says, Jeff, did you go to St. Francis Prep?
Oh, wow. It depends on who's asking. You know what I'm saying?
Good answer.
Look, nowadays, I don't know who is who and what is what. Y'all tapping phones, y'all asking PII questions.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes, I'm gonna get a text. Please send your Instagram. Your Instagram password is your banking ID is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Easy. But Nello 914. For a year, I did.
Okay.
So if you were there when I was in there, it's me.
Yeah.
Same person.
He said
same person.
That was
so,
funny,
but otherwise, you know, because that's a long time ago. I don't use no info on that. So shout out to all my Catholic school, private school goers. Shout out to my public school goers too. I finished my story at Forest Hills High School in Queens, New York. So shout out to them and all my people in Queens.
Absolutely, man. We're also going to get to our giveaway of the night. You know, as I said, between now and Christmas, we're going to be doing a giveaway up until then for Fanchise channel members. So stay tuned for tonight's giveaway and trivia question. Shout out to D Soul, $10 super chat. Says the Knicks had multiple 40-point quarters in a single game for the first time in 36 years, with 40 points in the second quarter and 41 in the third. Merry Knicksmas, KFTV fan. Well, it can only mean one thing, and that means the Raptors are absolutely dreadful defensively. But good night, all in all, at the office for the New York Knicks. $5 super chat from the Rhyme Animal. Chuck D says, solution for the All-Star game, only use non-affiliated, old-school LOL coaches and players to coach them hard and be flopped on the future NBA money, man. Jeff, do you have a fix for the All-Star game, man? Do you?
Yo, it's something that I feel like I haven't seen discussed enough, and I don't understand why people cannot think about this. Like, it's super simple. Mm-hmm. Damn, I can't curse. Just play for real, guys.
Yeah.
Just play the game as if you're at Lifetime Fitness.
Simple.
Or you're at one of your summer runs. Or imagine rows and rows of baddies all around the arena. Whatever you need to do to visualize the game, just go out and play. Go out and play. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why there needs to be extra motivation. We saw the game trending towards that way, and then it's crazy to say, but I feel like we started to see it trend. Then the pandemic hit. Then we lost Kobe. So then for the next couple of years, it kind of became a celebration of Kobe in the NBA.
Right.
From the bubble on. We got the Elam ending to you have to win the game 24 points from whatever the fourth quarter score was. You got the Elam ending that when you got to that score plus 24, the game was over. And we saw them start to kind of care. Then they took away the Elam ending and just said, we're going back to regular vibes. And regular vibes meant dudes were scoring 50 points in an all-star game with no resistance. Yeah. They didn't even try to turn up in the fourth.
Yeah.
Like that to me was like, oh, y'all really don't care. I don't know what it is. Like the players have to answer that and be real about it. And I think you heard some of them say they're not trying to get injured and there's no incentive and they got all this other stuff to do. And I know they got mad commitments over the weekend. Maybe there's something where there's a compromise with the league and whatnot. But I think the easiest solution is for them to just play for real. We don't need to gamify an all-star game. You know what I mean? I also think that the novelty of certain players playing with each other, certain players playing on the same team with each other, has kind of eroded a bit just because we got the super team era. They come up in the AAU circuits where you're playing with a lot of these players. Like you've been teammates with a lot of these guys before. That's why everybody's cool and they know each other's game. So there isn't so much of a novelty to say what if. You could can make that happen in the regular season. So the All-Star game isn't the only time when this is ever going to happen. So I think when I'm thinking about that, it may not be as special to this generation of players as it was back in the day. But at some point, we got to keep tradition alive, man. You can't just make up your own thing. You gotta keep tradition alive. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if this new format takes off, I'll be the first one standing and cheering because I didn't think they could do it. But I feel like it's like a comms razor. The simplest solution is usually the best solution. That's the simplest solution.
Yeah, simple and plain, man. Like, no gimmick, no format change is going to make these players play hard. They have to want to do it themselves. And in this era of load management where you can't even get guys to play a regular season game, much less an all-star game, that doesn't mean anything. I just think those days are over. As the contracts have increased, the stakes have increased. I think it's eroded the ultimately, just the overall pride and the passion to have those matchups. Those guys were playing for something. They were playing for pride. Even whether it was off-season pickup games or all-star game, like they wanted to prove that they were the best. And in this day and age, right now, it's just no longer there. That hunger is no longer there to show and prove. They're all friends. They're all buddy. They jersey swap, and again, the contracts are going up and up and up, and so there's just no reason to put it on the line. Do you think they should? Do you think they should go the MLB route and put home court advantage in the finals on the line for that All-Star game? I can't.
Do you think they'd even care about that?
I can't see them going for it.
I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't want it. I'm just saying. You said stakes.
Yeah.
What, does everybody get a mill?
Even that, I don't even know what that for those all-stars.
For those guys.
For those guys. It's not like in-season tournament where the Koliks of the world can get a
But they're competing in the in-season the NBA Cup. We've seen competition. They took it seriously.
That is true.
The play-in game, they've taken that seriously.
That's true.
What, and they've taken, we spoke about the NBA Cup when it first started last year, CP.
Yeah.
They've taken it seriously, and there really isn't any stake other than $500K and the cup. But you know why a lot of them are going hard? Because they said our two-way guys, our rookies, this is transformative for them.
Yeah.
Dame gave his check away to the staff.
Yeah.
This is transformative money. So I'm like, what is a transformative equivalent that can make y'all care about the All-Star game? What, do y'all have too many commitments? All right, NBA, give them one community thing and let them rock for the rest of the weekend so that they can prepare for the game. Or have the game on Saturday and then do the skills thing on Sunday. There's a lot of ways that I think they could have flipped it other than, and I get it. At this point, the league is probably saying, yo, we changed the format. Y'all can't say it's us. We changed the format. They still don't want to play. Y'all got to put pressure on them.
Right. That's true. That's a fair point, man. Well, let's see what they do, man. It's going to be in the Bay in Golden State this year. We'll see if they come to play. All right, last call of the night, man. John Shin, go ahead and wrap us up, man. John Shin on the Discord.
Can you hear me, CP?
Yep, loud and clear, man. How you been, man?
Wow, I'm the last call. Wow. Firstly, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, I want to, guys, I love you guys. Thank you. You guys are crushing it always. There's a lot of different people on the YouTube, especially, that you can hear a lot of Knicks content, and you guys are crushing it consistently with only Knicks, only biased opinions. So I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Two things. The first thing is I want to talk about Mitch Robinson.
Cody Glock, is that you?
not as clever as Cody Glock.
Shout out to the Glockster, man.
We cannot trade Mitch. He's coming back from an injury. I understand it's been 2 years since he's been hurt and playing consistently. He's on a incredibly affordable contract this and next year. He's making $12 million next year. I mean, $12 million is a lot, but within the spectrum of the NBA salaries, it's nothing. I think interior defense is lacking. I don't know why people are saying trade Mitch for a wing player. I've heard Keon Ellis. I've heard some people from the Pelicans. Please, guys, let's respect Mitch for being he's the longest term New York Knick.
Elder statesman, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's sort of weird to see that, but at the same time, like, this guy's been through and through. He signed a descending contract. Like, you got to respect that. And I really think that Mitch needs to be on this Knicks team for this year. We all know that this is a 2, 3, 4 year project, and I'd love to see what Mitch brings to this team. And hey, by the way, CP, last year I remember talking to you during the Clippers game about Hartenstein, and we all miss him, but
big time.
Yeah, I mean, like, guys, like, Mitch isn't as crafty and he's not as great as a passer, but he is an interior force. Let's respect that. Number two, congratulations to Landry Shamet to coming back to the Knicks. Hurt his shoulder, played in the G League, and I just want to thank him because he came to my restaurant before he got signed.
Oh,
He
nice.
was maybe in the process of going through the process of getting into a team. Want to thank him and congratulate him and welcome to the Knicks. And I'd love to see him, Cam, McBride, all together. Skims too, like, he's been crushing it alongside Mikal. I know Thibodeau's been talking about the Phoenix Suns and everything like that. Blah blah blah. Last thing. Thank you guys once again. Love you guys. Really appreciate it. I'm always here. I'm listening to you guys. And I love you all. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Our guy, John Shin, in the building, man. Throw some fives in the chat for John, man. He's doing his family thing. Has an incredible sushi restaurant out here in the city as well. And he said Landry Shamet pulled up to the spot, man. So I still got to make it over there, man. I've been telling John I'm coming through. I'm definitely going to pull up on him maybe during the holidays.
Full comp, bro.
Yes, absolutely. John, give us the name again, the name and the address one more time, man.
Please.
23 Commerce Sushi Nakazawa. We got a Michelin star. But at the end and by the way, there's this guy Constantine from Germany who came into the restaurant. He pulled up all the way from 4,000 miles away. What's going on, CP?
Wait, KFTV Constantine?
Yeah.
I remember that name. Wow, so he pulled up from Germany.
That's right.
Okay. Shout out to Constantine. 23 Commerce. Yeah, we pulling up, man. We coming through, man. I'll let you know, John. I'll hit you and let you know when we coming through. But definitely appreciate it, man.
Can't wait.
That's our guy, John Shin, on
Sushi
the Discord.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Jeff, you a sushi guy, man? What's the deal, man?
Oh yeah. I used to back in like one of my former lives. I used to work by Wall Street. That was my first introduction.
Yeah.
Coworkers went out. They was like, "Yo, we going to get sushi." You know, I never had that before, but I'm like, "Yo, you know what?
Yeah.
When in Rome, you feel me? It was on them." So I said, "Let me go," and then never went back, bro.
Yeah.
Never went back. Once you go sushi, bro, like it's once you get over the whole raw fish thing, like. It's good. It's like real. And when you go to a great sushi spot, which it sounds like John Shin spot is, it'll make you a believer. Yeah. And all you got to do, my sushi tip for y'all is, if whatever fish you like, stick with that. Like if a lot of people eat salmon, a lot of people eat tunas, just stick with that. Like start with that. Yeah. Don't jump out the window and get something like a crab roll or something. Don't jump out the window unless that's your bag. That's your bag. Don't do like the dragon roll and all that. Like no, stay crawl before you can walk. Yeah, and you'll be all right.
100%, man. So yeah, now we'll definitely tap in with John. But on the Mitch front, we just showed a video of Mitch rehabbing. Hey, some people say, hey, he looks good. He's slimming down. He looks svelte. I'm hoping he comes back and, hey, just contributes to this rotation. Not looking for him to start anything crazy. Just come in, do your Mitch thing. Get the boards, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and be an intimidator at the rim. And I think he could do that on a 15-minute-a-night type of deal. Like, imagine now he's coming in for Karl-Anthony Towns as the backup five. It's not Sims anymore. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's sharing those minutes with Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, I want to see that, how Mitch looks with this team before I'm just ready to just trade him.
Right. It's the lingering question is, can Mitch stay healthy for 4 months?
Yeah.
He comes back in February. Can he make it to June without any lower body injuries? Because the minute it happens again, that's when you have to perform the cost benefit analysis with him. And I'm a guy. He's the last of the we here era, right? He's the last of a bygone era where the Knicks were wilding for respect and fighting for the respect. I love to see peak Mitch added to this team, because then you could start running different lineups, situational lineups at these teams. If you want to put out the all defensive team, like they could be like football, bro. They can run an all offensive team and an all defensive team depending on the situation. His health is the main concern. It's not his ability. Because when the health starts to become a major problem, that's when they start looking, that's when these front offices are going to start looking at players as a human trade exception. That's really what it is. And it's like, okay, if somebody's going to take a flyer on him, we could package him with this person and then get value for somebody whose best ability is their availability. So, you see this front office, they ain't scared to do certain things. Mm-hmm. So if they see something in the market, they're going to make something shake, right? But I can say as a fan, I just, like, how we used to pine for the January Knicks? Remember that? Mm-hmm. I want to see a second half Mitch. I do want to see. I want him to get his shot. I want him to contribute, and I want to see how far they can go. What happens next season? We worry about today. The future is tomorrow, and you build the future right now in these moments. And I want him to build his future today with the Knicks, and I know he can contribute something positive.
There you go, man. Well said. And if you hear that music right now, it is trivia time. It is giveaway time. We are in the Knicksmas spirit. And as I promised the fan base, every game for the last week or so, leading up to the Christmas Day game, the Knicksmas Day game, we are going to be giving a Fanchise channel member just a token of our appreciation, man. So TM, in the meantime, go ahead and filter the chat. Tonight's giveaway is a You Call It from the KFTV shop. Go to KnicksFanTV.com. Any item you see on there that you want, if you win tonight, you call it, and we are sending it to you. Could be a hoodie, could be a snap, could be a t-shirt, could be, we got rally towels on the site. We got a lot of stuff on there to choose from, man. So you guys let us know what you want, and you got it, man. But one Fanchise channel member is going to win it. And also, another promotion, man, for those of you that have been making your purchases on KnicksFanTV.com or shop.KnicksFanTV.com. All qualifying purchases from now until Knicksmas Day will qualify to enter into a drawing for 2 tickets to a Knick game in the future. So that's our way of giving them back during the holiday season. So for now, for those of you that are entering tonight's contest, let's go. Our Fanchise channel members, I see some of you commenting. Save your comments because the trivia question is coming up right now. The question is, how many times have the Knicks and the Raptors met in the playoffs, and what years? How many times and what years? Throw your answer in the chat. The first person to get it right will win a free item from the KFTV store. And we're going to wait for some of the answers to come in, and then we're going to go to you, Jeff. You got to answer as well. We're going to go to you.
I'm not Googling.
Okay, no Google.
You see my hands.
Googles.
You
No
look at my
Googles.
hands. Nothing under my sleeves. I'm racking my brain
Yes.
now.
Absolutely, man. So here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Okay.
Is it on me?
We want the times and the number. Okay.
Is it on me?
You see some answers?
I
Yes.
didn't know if
Now you, Jeff. Now
I
you.
don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Now you.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, cool. Definitely 2000. I'm fighting whether it's 2000, 2001, but I feel like I know that the Raptors were the last time they had made the playoffs until the Melo Knicks. I want to say that. So I think I'm gonna say 2000 and 2001. It's twice. Twice is my first answer, and they have to be back to back because I don't think they made it in. They didn't make it in. I know for a fact they did not make it in 02. So
Okay.
I'd say 2000 and 2001 because 99 was the championship, the 8th seed run. Then whatever the next 2 years, 2000, 2001. Yep. Final answer.
Okay. I will say you are correct, sir. And so is DJ Eric L. Beats, KFTV's own. He is the trivia champion right now because I think he's won the most giveaways so far this year.
This is the Eric L. Beats trivia section,
This is
bro.
the
Like,
Eric
Eric
L.
L. Beats is
Beats
like Bill Goldberg in the 90s,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Shout
y'all
out to
gotta
Eric.
beat L. Beats, bro.
Shout out to Eric. It was twice. It was
He's the
2000
beast. He's the beast from
and 2001. Shout out to Eric, man. So Eric, whatever you need, whatever you want from the store, let me know, and I'm gonna bring it to you. I ain't delivering it to you, Eric. I'm bringing it to you to the next KFTV watch party, which is gonna be January 3rd when the Knicks take on the OKC Thunder. So I'll give it to you the next week and a half when I see you, man, at Clinton Hall 36. More on that for the rest of you guys as we get closer to it. But congratulations to our guy, Eric L. Beats. And salute to everybody who played, man. Shout out to Eric. Okay. All right, man. Great job, Eric. And great job, TM. Shout out to you for sending that stuff to me. And great show, everybody, man. Great show. Merry Knicksmas Eve to everybody once again for tapping in. And we're not done, man. We are not done. Prior to the Knicks Christmas tip-off against the San Antonio Spurs, we got to do our Game of the Week preview, man. We got our guy, Noah Magaro-George, who covers the San Antonio Spurs for Vic and Roll, formerly of the Pounding the Rock podcast. Really good, sharp NBA analyst, Spurs analyst, cover the Spurs from soup to nuts, including film. He's going to be joining me tomorrow on the midday show. So make sure you guys tap in, man. We got to talk Wemby, Cat, Brunson, Stephon Castle, Chris Paul. We got to talk all about it. So make sure you guys join us there prior to the Knicks and the Spurs Christmas matchup. So we'll be doing that. And yeah, man, salute to everybody else for tapping in. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Superchats, rare edition. Salute to you. To Salute Knicks Nation, don't forget to cast your all-star votes for Jalen, OG, and Cat. It has been a long time since we had 3 Knicks in an all-star game. All right. Shout out for ferocious neophyte franchise channel member to CP. Can we get the put him in the trunk drop for Matt Ryan? Also, shout out to Jeff. You've been killing it on Casual Friday. Shout out to our guys at Knicks Film School, man. Shout out to Macri and the boys. He says, nice to have you all, man. Absolutely. Salute to you. And yeah, man, Matt Ryan gets he's out of there, man. He's out of there. I wish I could find it. I unfortunately don't have the put him in the trunk soundbite readily available as I need to.
Damn, Matt Ryan gotta go in the trunk.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna come back on a two-way, so he isn't totally gone. He's gonna come back. He's definitely gonna come back. And shout out to Gotcha Open, gifted 5 Fanchise channel memberships. So shout out to Gotcha Open. TM saying we still gotta drop the put them in the trunk t-shirts. If you guys want those t-shirts, man, let us know. Leave us a comment in the comment section, and we'll get to it. Remember to support our sponsors, DraftKings and Skims. And also remember that this show is available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. You can catch us on all podcast platforms. Once again, shout out to J Cal, shout out to Chuck D, shout out to John Shin, and shout out to what was the other guy that dropped the $100 super chat? Hold on, let me put some respect on his name, man. Let me shout out to him one more time for the tremendous donations that you guys made tonight. Rocks NYK Hot Takes. Shout out to Rocks NYK Hot Takes as well, man. So shout out to you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Jeff, great show. All our producers, great show. We out of here, man. Peace.